Hello, I'm Ndimyake Mwakalyelye. This is In Focus. Vincent Makori is off today. We start in Uganda, where the leader of the Somali Islamist militant group claiming to be behind the deadly bombings in Uganda says the group is planning more attacks. Sheikh Mukta Abu Zubair says Al-Shabaab will continue to take revenge for Uganda's participation in the African Union peacekeeping force in Somalia. Meanwhile, in an interview with the South African Broadcasting Corporation's Sherwin Bice Peace, U.S. President Barack Obama calls for a multinational effort against Al-Shabaab.
Well, look, obviously Somalia has gone through a generation now of war, of conflict. The transitional government there is still getting its footing. But what we know is that if Al-Shabaab takes more and more control within Somalia, that it is going to be exporting violence the way it just did in Uganda. And so we've got to have a multinational effort. This is not something that the United States should do alone, that Uganda or others should do alone, but rather the African Union in its mission in Somalia, working with the transitional government to try to stabilize the situation and start putting that country on a pathway that provides opportunity for people as opposed to creating a breeding ground for terrorism.
Now, in the broad-ranging interview with SABC, President Obama called on the government of Sudan to cooperate with the International Criminal Court and abide by the arrest warrant issued this week against Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir. Mr. Obama also congratulates South Africa on the success of the World Cup and calls on people across the continent to build on that positive image.
And when I was in Ghana last year, I was very clear on what I think the agenda has to be. Africa for Africans. That means that we can be partners with Africans, but ultimately, on whether it's issues of eliminating corruption, ensuring smooth transitions of democratic governments, making sure that businesses are able to thrive and prosper, and that markets are working for the smallest farmer and not just the most well-connected person. Those are issues that Africans can work on together, and in terms of my orientation, working to help in Africa's development, we want to provide resources, but we want to partner with those who are interested in growing their own capacity over time and not having a long-term dependency on foreign aid.
President Obama went on to say many of the current challenges facing Africans can be solved if there is a determination and strong leadership.